Another thing that comes up in the world of Hifdh is, hey, Tarawih. And yes, that is a beautiful time in our community and just in the entire Ummah, where the gathering of Tarawih, the opportunity to listen to Quran and various reciters, it's absolutely beautiful, right? And it really motivates us to really gets us engaged in the month of Ramadan, which is of course the month of Quran. And so as a young Hafiz or an aspiring Hafiz, that's always probably on the back of your mind. It's like, do I have to lead, or should I lead, or where can I lead? What about me? Well, a couple of things to remember. At least here in Chicago, our community has really grown. And it's, and there's a lot of masajid. And there's a lot of senior hufaz, senior ulama, and senior scholars that have really done a great and amazing job leading our communities for several years and several decades. And so for a young hafiz coming out of any program, the question then comes is like, what about me? So I would advise, number one, if you're recently finished with your hifz, to lead at home with family, friends, and just with a few people. That'll give you great experience. The thing about Tarawih is that it really forces a person to really revise their Quran, and it helps in solidifying the Quran. It's just one of those things that's tried and tested, through generations of teachers and students doing hifz. So the second thing I'll say is, if you're able to do it solo, that's the best. And again, in the beginning years, after you have just finished, it may be really tough. But if you're able to give it a year to 3 to 5 years where you do it solo by yourself, you're going to develop a lot of confidence, you're going to get a lot of experience, and inshallah then opportunities may come for you to be able to lead at a bigger gathering, maybe at a community center, maybe at a masjid, and that's where inshallah you'll have an opportunity to lead. But the other thing I want to share about Tarawih is that a lot of hufaz don't do it at all. And there may be some good reasons, but a lot of times I also hear is like, I'm working, or I'm in school, or I'm working, or I recently got married, or I recently had a child. Well, I would say to that is that's not necessarily an excuse to just stay away from Tarawih. So what I would say to that, and this is my own personal feeling and experience, is that I too, after I finished, I actually never was able to do a Quran and a Tarawih by myself. It's one of those things that I till this day, I feel bad about and I regret, and I hope that one day, inshallah, I could do it. But I will also share with you on a personal note, is that from the time of my college and undergrad, to the time that I got married, to the time that I started working in corporate America, till now, where as a family man, with the responsibility of a wife and children and a full-time job, I at least co-lead with somebody else. And I've always done that. I've always tried to co-lead with another brother or another group of brothers to at least stay in touch with my Quran and stay in touch with the responsibility and the obligation and the opportunity to lead in Tarawih. And I want to make sure that people realize that, hey, it's okay if I don't recite the whole Quran in Tarawih. If I just contribute by just doing maybe a half bara or a quarter, whatever it may be, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're good at, you should try to look for those opportunities to co-lead, whenever you have the opportunity. And I think those are great opportunities that we should really take advantage of. And ultimately, you're going to get better, you're going to get more experience, you're going to get more confidence, so that you can lead, not only in Ramadan, but even outside of the month of Ramadan. Again, I hope this helps, and inshallah, we'll see you next time.